People, we're live. Just because I'm already self-conscious, I'll turn you up a little bit. Alright, super professional unboxing time of... I've already lost the game, it's not a good sign. Here it is. We are unboxing Samurai Warriors 5, still in its little shrink wrap. Why am I doing this? So, the game came out last month in Japan, came out yesterday as of this video, but basically 2 days ago in the West. And not a single person has unboxed this. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a reason. I'm 99% sure there is nothing in here that would make this worth opening. I already have a digital copy. So I was like, oh, I'll just keep it sealed. And nobody has done a video for it, and it's just been such a mind-boggling thing for me that I'm like, okay, I've been wanting to show off all of my Omega Force collection in a dumb video for a while now, so might as well just do that now. So all of you get to experience that monstrosity live. So in case people just want to see a Samurai Warriors 5 unboxing, we will get that out of the way now, and then I will unbox every other Omega Force game in chronological order and talk to you along the way, because I have nothing better to do on a Wednesday night. Thank you, wife. I somehow forgot that. Okay, so problem number one. I just realized something. I have nothing to open this with, and I have no nails. So this is going to be a great start. Thankfully, we should be good. Does the game only have a PS4 version, or is the version I got? So this is the only version I got. This is out physically on Xbox, surprisingly, and Switch, and PS4. No physical PC, because of course. So yes, it's physical everywhere on consoles, even Xbox, which is amazing. Breaking it open. And then we'll be very respectful to the plastic. And then... there we go. Alrighty, here it is in all of its glory. Samurai Warriors 5, really, really nice box art. I just gotta be honest here, and I'm sure a bajillion other people agree with this. What the heck is this thing doing here? Let's try and see if I can focus in on that. I don't know why this is here. It says, Internet and PlayStation Plus required for online multiplayer. Cool. Why are you taking up this much space to tell people about a mode that almost no one is going to use? Really, really weird. Super don't approve of it, but hey, what do I care? I bought it day one. So here we go, the back. Pretty simple. Nice look at both of the characters aged up. Spoilers, there's a time skip. Interesting little fun fact about this. So with most Koei Tecmo games, since the beginning, they just kind of have that plain background. What's interesting about this one, they're using the same font, but it's off-white because it's actually kind of using that same, I guess, like, I don't even know, like the cel-shaded-ish kind of look. So interesting little thing for the back part. All the normal facts, doesn't really matter. Mary, moment of truth. We're opening this up. Will there be anything inside besides the disc? Paper. Oh, probably not. Oh! You know what? Already more than I expected. But not like that much more. So, on the inside we have the disc art. And then they have this, which I kind of, like, I'm like, hey, whatever. So this is just a QR code for the instruction manual in whatever region you live in. But that's better than at least having, like, the legalese text they had to put. So yeah, there's a survey for people who played the game, and then there's instruction manuals for people in English and France. So, better than nothing. Let's open our disc, take a look at him one more time. Get that full HD, crisp disc art. As my finger is just eating all of the space. My giant Kalbasa hands. Here we go. Really, really nice looking disc. Alright, so that's why everyone was here. It's a solid 4-minute unboxing. I've seen worse. I've been in probably worse. So, there it is, Samurai Warriors 5. I don't know when I'll be putting this disc in, because Koei Tecmo was nice enough to give me a review code, but we at least got that out of the way. And now comes the fun part, where we get to go and open 20 other games by Omega Force and Koei Tecmo. That's what all these are for. And if any of you have any questions or just want to talk and shoot the shit, this is the fun part of the live stream video. So I have nothing else going on. Let's just go through this and see if each one. So first up, we have the physical copy of Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition, which is kind of weird, because like, look at how it's set up. How do you think this should read? It goes Extreme Legends Dynasty Warriors 8 Complete Edition, but it's Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition, according to the spine. I don't know why. So this was the first one on PS4. It's basically Dynasty Warriors 8 plus its expansion all in one disc. Did it with the Vita version. So I'd owned the Vita version forever, and I actually got a review code for this way back in the day. I'm trying to think of how I got this one. So I got this. Also, hey, shout out to manuals. This was the beginning of the PS4 era where they were like, oh, sweet, let's do full color manuals because people like that and they look nice. And they do. How many games do you think you have across all platforms? Alex A, that's a great question. If I already own like 400 on Vita, it's probably got to be pretty high, right? I don't know. I should do like a full total count. I should do a full total count soon. Let's put Zelda there because Zelda just arrived. So yes, this one I came across physically. This kind of started going up in price. Basically, baby, what kicked off me wanting to collect all of these? It was basically this year. Do you remember? No. Yeah, I was collecting them all for Vita. I was collecting every Omega Force game on Vita. And then I got to a point where I was like, a lot of these are in Japanese. And it'd be fun to have them physically also in English. So I then got to the point of like, how hard can it be? Koei Tecmo games are never really that rare. And then I found out there are some that are really rare and not fun to collect. But we have them all. So story time, let's just go through each one and see when I got it. So this was 2021, I got this physically off Macari, actually. So pretty cheap off Macari, thankfully. If you're ever looking for something cheap and you think people might be posting it at a very low price or don't want to pay eBay prices, Macari is actually a solid place to look when eBay is overgouging you. Next up, we have Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate. This one's really special for me. This is the first game I bought physically from... I'm trying to think how to phrase this. This is the first Koei Tecmo game I probably bought physically myself. Yeah, I guess that's true. So this came out in 2014. I was working at GameStop at the time. I think it was like September or something. And I had the employee discount. Watch my receipt still be in here or something. Yep, here we go. My receipt's still in here. I bought this with my employee discount on September 2nd, 2014. Shout out to my boss, Greg, for 46 bucks, including my employee discount. So I still have the receipt. So, you got the game, the disc, manual. I don't actually know if the manual is full color. Yeah, still full color. Yeah, they're still splurging on us back then. So, this was awesome because it was like my first Warriors Orochi. Played the absolute crap out of it at the time. Super, super awesome game. Like, still holds up on everything. It's just so much fun. Next up, we have, which I don't think is right, but according to my list of chronological released is correct. We have Samurai Warriors 4, celebrating the series turning 10. This one I also bought at retail when I worked at GameStop. We still have the receipt because I'm a sad, sad man. Just tick me? Oh, just like me. Okay. I was like, I would hope me having my own receipts would not upset people. You know what? For a 2014 receipt, this like holds up really well still. It's not faded like at all. That's true. So with my employee discount, I bought the collector's edition of this for 63 bucks. And reserved Sunset Overdrive and Legend of Korra on 3DS and Freedom Wars on Vita. It was a very on-brand day for me. So we have the game on the disc with the manual. Still full color, I think. We have our DLC anniversary code. Now, one of the interesting things about this, why I wanted to buy it, I had a job and way too much time on my hand, but this had a special edition, which I still have, and it's kind of an interesting one. So because the series was turning 10, they were going all out with celebrating it, even in the West, which is really rare because Koei Tecmo almost never do collector's editions in the West, at least in North America. So, it came in this, the special anime pack for us anime fans and aficionados. Came in this little box, and then just came in literally a Blu-ray case with the OVA. So it was Samurai Warriors Legends of Sonata, and it is actually a pretty solid, like, little movie, and I think there's even a CD. Yep, it's got a OST in there. So it was a really, really nice set. And pretty fun. Next up, we've got another one I bought day one. Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. My first Empires title? I think it was my first Empires title. Otherwise known to my wife as the boring ones where they talk and do too much strategy. So, normal release. Oh, whoa. That was this light, right? Not that light?
Yeah.
Chad, did my light just... Are we dying?
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys. Live murder about to happen on our stream. That was weird. Check the... Can you check weather on your iPad? What's the weather? Maybe it's like raining? Whoa, I saw it that time.
That's the third time.
Is your Wi-Fi still on?
Yeah.
Huh. Alright, well we may be dying on this. Interesting.
It's only using a lot of power.
I don't think it would be power, though. I don't know. Our apartment is apparently imploding right now, so if we die, everybody. I'm sorry. Manual, though. Hey. In color. Fun stuff. Why did I buy this? So, yeah, I was still going through my... I'm single, have a job, and have an employee discount at GameStop with way too much money on my hand. I got this... February 27th, 2015 for a whopping $42, and I reserved literally a bajillion games that same day.
Somebody is probably using a lot of power.
How?
Or the power is going out.
Power might be going out. Good thing my phone is not charged at all.
It's 88.
88 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's definitely not rain. Okay. This will just turn into the last live stream we ever have going on. Well, as we're continuing with our Nightmare live stream, Toiken Kiwami. Just pretend like everything's fine. Oh, man, which receipt did I forget this? That's okay. We'll figure it out one day. Toiken Kiwami, basically Monster Hunter with demons. I'm trying to think of like what would make it. Do you mind having music on still? Or are we just going to be in the awkward silence of almost dying?
Okay.
If it actually goes off, we'll stop. Don't worry. I'm not just gonna power through and be that guy. So yeah, basically it's Monster Hunter, but made by Omega Force. Really, really fun. Shoutouts. This was made by what would be the Persona 5 Strikers team. The beginning of the end. No manuals. They're cheaping out on us here. This one I bought. This was like a definite like. I bought this just because it was like, I liked the demo, but I didn't have a real urge to play it. I don't know why I didn't buy the Vita version. But Toiken Kiwami, a expanded version of Toiken, still fun. Don't know why I bought it day one, though. Next we have Bladestorm Nightmare with a thick manual. They went back to the manuals of Bladestorm. So Bladestorm Nightmare might be the weirdest one, where it is literally a... like top-down strategy game, I guess real-time strategy, with the engine of a Omega Force game. Now this is what you think a receipt would look like from 6 years ago. Here we go. You don't even know what's going on. Thank you, Rochelle, for selling this to me on March of 2015. That receipt had seen better days. Let's see if we're still full color. Okay, we're still full color. So they're not skimping on these. We've got some art. These are fun games, but this was basically an expanded version of a PS3 360 game, and this was definitely one of like, well, I like Koei Tecmo, let's just buy every game they're making. Next up, one that I love, but did not get until recently. This is One Piece Pirate Warriors 3, our first Koei Tecmo game not published by Koei Tecmo. This is published by Bandai Namco because anime, and it's basically the entirety of the One Piece story from... Oh my god, I don't even know what it goes up to. It goes up to, I think, before the Whitebeard saga or something, but yeah, it goes for a really, really long time. Really fun so far. I was super late to playing it because I wanted it on Vita physically. The West never got it on Vita physically. Outside of Europe, there wasn't. And, well, in Australia and a bunch of other places, but picked this up. I think this actually does have a manual. No, of course it doesn't, you dolt. Bandai Namco doesn't do manuals.
Wi-Fi's not working.
Wi-Fi's down? Is it really down?
Yeah, I just set it on my phone.
Damn. Well, I still got stuff. So we might die while this stream's happening. All right.
This says, do you want to keep trying for Wi-Fi?
No, just do sell or try it again later. Not a big deal. It's a hell of a live stream. I like we're getting more people as the power's going out. They know something bad's gonna happen. So picked this up. This game's not really that rare. There were like a bajillion copies. Someone just messaged, it's nice knowing you. There were like a bajillion copies of this. This was discounted forever. I think I got this like used for like 15 bucks. So pretty solid. Next up, we have another Samurai Warriors game with a story behind it. So we have Samurai Warriors 4 2 because they got sued for using Extreme Legends and I don't think they can use it anymore. I don't know if they won that lawsuit or just settled, but so basically Samurai Warriors 4 2 is just 4 with more stuff. Actually, no, it is a expanded version of 4. It doesn't have the original content of 4. It just has a lot of stuff from it. I imported this physically on Vita in English from Asia, never owned it physically on PS4 and was like, I don't really need it. And then, as I was collecting, I found out something horrifying. Shout out to No Manual. If you survive streaming Monkey Ball, you can survive this. Great point. If I died, just somebody super chat 911. I don't know. This got the last... Oh, hello, Dimmy Crow. This got the last North American Collector's Edition. Shout out to NIS America. Boop-boo. So for a little bit there, and even, I think still now with like the Atelier games, they were doing partnerships where they would still have Collector's Edition stuff. So I got this earlier this year because once I found out this existed, and also we got into the word part. So 4.2, if you want an ESRB copy, is like, is that not an ad? Okay. So 4.2, I think was like up to like 40, 50 bucks just for a normal copy. And I found a guy on eBay who had this sealed for the last like 7 years for like 100 bucks, which is not like, I think it's like maybe 20 or 30 bucks more than retail, but considering everything was sealed, came with a wall scroll, art book, 80-page art book, and 13-disc soundtrack. So pretty good set and nice to actually have all those together. Next up, we have another collector's edition I'm not dragging out just because it's really big. But Dragon Quest Heroes, well, we gotta do the full title. Dragon Quest Heroes, The World's Tree, Woe, and the Blight Below. So, Dragon Quest Heroes, awesome, awesome, awesome game. No manual, but you do get some little blurbies. Actually, hold on. No manual, but check this out. Oh my god, I forgot about this. We've got a fold-out poster manual with characters you play as and the instructions. Why? I don't know, but god, I love Dragon Quest. So, outside of loving Dragon Quest and Warriors, this is a fantastic action RPG that I think if people really liked the way that Strikers worked in RPG mechanics into a Musou-like game, I cannot recommend this and Dragon Quest Heroes 2 enough. So I do have the collector's edition of this, but while I'm not going to drag that out, I do have this beautiful bastard. The Dragon Quest Heroes Metal Slime Steelbook. This is all embossed, looks fantastic. Get that little there. It's actually mimicked off of the Dragon Quest builders, or I guess this actually probably came first, and then this happened? I don't know. But basically, Metal Slime invokes Metal Slime. And this was a Sony Asia Store exclusive. It is an amazing, amazing steelbook. I got this for like 10 bucks years and years and years after its release, just because no one really knew that this existed, and some wholesaler on eBay had like a bajillion of them. Awesome, amazing, amazing art. Love this game, love the steelbook. Such an awesome release. Next up, going back to buying games at retail. We have Arslan, the Warrior of Legend. Very weird one of... Koei Tecmo published a Warrior spin-off based off an anime that was not popular in the West at all. And to this day, I think I've seen like 2 episodes of the show, because this came with like 2 episodes. I knew of the story of Arslan. I knew of the artist who did Full Metal Alchemist was behind this. And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot. This is a really, really underrated Warriors game. It was their first like step into cell shading. It was really, really fun. Another one I just picked up on a whim. Yeah, so check it out. We have a PlayStation download code for not even the first 2. Literally just episode 1 of the show. Yeah, so for whatever reason, that was a thing. But no, this is a really, really fun Warriors game a lot of people forget about. Next up, we have Samurai Warriors 4 Empires. So this one I picked up earlier this year for the first time, I guess on both systems. And I had heard so many good things about this iteration of Empires. I was like, okay, I gotta get it. Let's hunt it down. Online, not a lot of copies are out there, and if you want it new, it's kind of expensive, but I found at a vintage stock, I think I got it for like 15 bucks or less. Like, I got this really, really cheap in pretty good condition, thankfully. So, the little bit I have played with it is very, very fun. Of course, no manual, but still really, really awesome game, and one that definitely got a super duper duper small print run. Next up, speaking of adaptations that definitely didn't get a small print run, or I guess maybe did and now cost a bajillion dollars, Attack on Titan 1. I bought this one retail because, like, at launch, whatever it did come out, probably another one I don't have the receipt for. No receipt. Here's the back. Here's the inside. I bought this because I was such a huge Attack on Titan fan, and I was like, this looked so crazy to be an Omega Force game. I was like, I gotta buy this. Really, really fun. I've still not actually completed it. I need to. I have the second one you're gonna see later on down the line. Just shout out, if you ever see these, even if you don't care about Attack on Titan, just pick this up. I don't know if it's because Attack on Titan is ending, if people are just finally realizing this is a really good game. These go for an insane amount of money. 2 and Ultimate Battle especially. Next up, to finish off the Dragon Quest Heroes 2 Jerk-Off-a-thon, we have got, and this is a weird one, because I have a weird story for this. Dragon Quest Heroes 2, the English copy, the Explorers Edition, otherwise known as the only edition we ever got. There was no Collector's Edition. This was the Day 1 edition, and never got a normal... I'm pretty sure it never got a standard edition release because it sold so terribly. So it has... Let me make sure... Alright, so it's got legal text with the disc. It has some square ads, some DLC weapon codes. But what's crazy about it, not crazy as if like it's that mind-blowing, reversible cover of just like a book that actually mimics the Japanese collector's edition, which is actually a pretty cool thing. But, fun story about this. Mary, do you remember where we found this copy of this game? This was when we were at Walmart in the middle of somewhere, whatever, Midwest. And I never find those games that are like $3'd out in the clearance section. And we found this in Digimon, still shrink wrapped, brand new for like $3. And they looked absolutely disgusting. But that was really good because this doesn't go for a lot, but I was trying to find a copy locally. And by some miracle found a brand new copy in 2021 at a Walmart. Next up, One of my like last pickups, I did not get this physically on PS4 until this year. Toukiden 2, I had day one on Vita. I didn't pick up on... Are we enjoying this ad, by the way? I'm so used to hearing myself. I'm like, why is there a woman talking to me? Picked this one up because Persona 5 Strikers was happening. I wanted to have every game by Omega Force, and this literally was the last game the Strikers team did before starting Strikers. Trying to think of a funny story for this one. I think this was literally just I had been looking for it relatively cheaply, and then walked into a vintage stock one day and they had it for like maybe like 15, 20 bucks. Nothing crazy, but was just something of just like, just pick it up. It was in good condition. Of course there's no manual. We'll never get a manual again. So, spoilers. I lied to everybody. We have 2 unboxings. I never opened this up. This is, oh my god, what is this called? Shin Dynasty Warriors God Seekers? Or I know in Japan it's like Shin Dynasty blah 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 blah. In America this was just called Dynasty Warriors God Seekers. It's literally just Dynasty Warriors Tactics on PS4 and Vita. The only game, the only PlayStation 4 Omega Force, Dynasty Warriors, whatever Koei Tecmo game made by Omega Force, there's no English physical. There's a physical in Asia, nothing else. It's just digital only, really, really weird, because the game's solid. I've played it on Vita, it's really, really fun. So let's break the seal, and the best part about this is the day one edition, just to show how not great this sold. I got this off Play Asia, I think like in May of this year, so like a couple of months back, for $9. So not the hottest stuff here, but we can show off my favorite thing about opening games from PlayStation and Asia. I hope it kind of focuses. That little line there, you can open any game with it, and it is really, really nice. So basically, you just kind of find, there's like a little bit hanging out, assuming you have a nail, which God knows I don't. This is really embarrassing. Oh, my God. You've made it 20 minutes in just to watch a man cry at lack of nails. Mary Renee, will you save my day with your nail powers? Come here. Pick open the bottom. Or start picking open the bottom. I know, I was having trouble with it too. Chat, how are we doing tonight? It's been 28 minutes of this. And you are all still watching somehow. Oh, you start, thank you. So, after you beg your wife to do something a man can't do, she gets this little tab started, and tell me this is not the most satisfying thing you've seen outside of Pornhub. Comes off, still attached. Haha. What do you think? Manual, no manual? Japan's weird. Oh. What? Hold on. Okay, I have a complicated answer. I'll show you all what I saw. Here's the disc. Hallelujah, physical is forever. We have our black and white we gave up, but we have to have something manual. Japan does not really believe in doing the reverse cover legalese text, which I appreciate. Oh, hey man, near replicant. There's a lot of fucking grinding in there, so good plan. And then we have our DLC codes, which please everybody steal this from me. So we have our My Game City codes, which one day I'm sure I'll figure out. Please enjoy stealing that. And then we have the only piece of DLC that ever came out for this game in the form of new girl whose name I forgot, her DLC costume. So that was our day one DLC pre-order bonus. But hey, at least we have this game physically, and we gotta enjoy it together. So here we go, Dynasty Warriors, God Seekers. Jeez, I don't know why that name is so forgettable. Next up, very expensive game. Got earlier this year, Berserk and the Band of the Hawks. So, fun thing about this game, also RIP Berserk's creator, but most importantly, I got this when I was finally starting my Berserk marathon that I still need to continue. But I'm super late to Berserk. I knew I loved everything about it. I've seen a little bit of the 90s anime, have not seen the recent movies, and definitely haven't seen the 2016 show. But this is like an adaptation of, kind of came out around the same time of the 2016 show, but plays really, really great. It's on PC, PS4, maybe PS3? I know in Japan it was PS3. Hello, Heather. And Vita. Only got physical release on PS4. And this game just got stupidly expensive. And I'm sure after the passing of the series creator, it is only more expensive now. I was looking for this. I was willing to pay over market price. I was just trying to find a copy that did not look like hot garbage. And I was just hitting dead end after dead end. Hold on, we actually have a question. Quick question, should I play this game I've received? I've got Berserk and the Bane of... Oh my gosh, yeah. If you have this is a great introduction to the series. They have a really, really good job with the story mode. And it's quick, it's fun, it's got tons of blood and dismemberment. It's like really rare to have an M-rated Muso game. Cannot recommend it enough. The problem is, if you want this game physically, it's stupid expensive. I reached out to like a gaming collecting group I'm in, and this guy was like, hey, I'll ship it to you, just pay me when you get it. And when I got it, it was in perfect condition. The guy shipped it super, super fast. And I was like, hey, thanks for the game. Let me know how much I owe you. He's like, oh, just keep it. Whatever. And then my heart, it grew and it broke all at the same time. So believe it or not, we're actually almost done. How much is it now digital? Digital, I know it goes on sale because they still have the rights to it. It's still probably $60. A lot of these games don't ever get permanent price drops unless you're Dynasty Warriors 9 or 8. 8 because it sold a bajillion copies and it's on greatest hits. And, whoop, there we go. 8 because it's on greatest hits, 9 because it sold so bad that no one wants it. Samurai Warriors Spirit of Sonata is next. Another one I've heard really, really great things about, but just never picked up because I'd kind of dipped out of buying them physically and wanted to play them on Vita. So this one was kind of funny. It is out on Vita in Japan. Didn't even come out physically or digitally in Japan for Vita. So this basically is like if you take Samurai Warriors, like how Samurai Warriors 5, the game we just unboxed, is all focused about Nobunaga Oda's journey growing up. Legends of Hero series. Boy, howdy am I. They're hiding somewhere down there, but I have all of them, at least on Vita. I know I need to play 3 and 4, but I've just had to like break my brain of like, just buy it on PlayStation eventually. But yeah, so basically this just goes over the whole Sonata clan, and from everything I've tried, it's really interesting. It mixes like open world segments, item collecting, it had like Toykinen elements to it. It's really, really weird. Thankfully not too expensive. Another one I found at a vintage stock, like super cheap earlier this year. Alright, so next up we have... Oh my god, do you remember what happened with this one? How much did I pay for this? So, Warriors AllStars, awesome game. No matter where you play it, I really, really like it. I think it's super, super underrated. I went into a GameStop one day, saw this in immaculate condition. It was like $10 used. Of course there's no manual, but hey, that yellow looks cool. $10, I go to checkout, and the guy's like, hey, I've got a coupon here for you. Do you want to use it? And I'm like, it's okay. And I walked out having to pay nothing. It was $0. It was $0. The guy, I don't know what he had. Maybe I had a thing on my reward system I never checked. I barely buy things at GameStop, really, especially recently. And, yeah, getting this for free was awesome, especially considering how much I've played it on my Vita now, and my wife played the hell out of it on hers. Because, like, how many hours do you think you played this? Like 30 or so? You played this one easily the most out of all the ones I bought, right? Yeah, so cannot recommend this one enough. Oh my god, I know, manuals. But yeah, so this one, super, super fun, plays great, looks great. It's literally just Koei Tecmo All-Stars. You have Atelier, Samurai Warriors, Dynasty Warriors, Ninja Gaiden, Deception, or maybe Toykinen, maybe that's Toykinen, Dead or Alive, and Neo. So it's got everything, you can't lose. Awesome, awesome game. Next up, oh my god, what's the story for this one? We've got a couple stories for this one. Do you remember who gave us this? So Attack on Titan 2, 2 weeks ago today, I went to GameStop, found a copy of Xenoblade for $30! I didn't see the rest of that, but I'm sad. Hold on. Let me go back to chat, live chat. Here we go. Went to GameStop and I found it for 30 bucks. What a deal. Legend of Torrent, that is so expensive. I have that, like, literally at the bottom of my little collection thingy, but hey, I have more Xenoblade stuff coming to my collection. So, Attack on Titan 2. Unfortunately, I decided to get into this as this copy was going for like $80, and I did not want to pay $80. So, I found a copy through vintage stock really, really close to where I lived. But there was a problem with it. What was the problem with the game? It was sticky underneath the disc. So not on the top part of the disc. It was sticky underneath where the game has to read it. By the way, shout out to buy our DVDs ad, but hey, better than nothing. So I had to return it because I just didn't feel safe using... hold on. Speaking of Ninja Gaiden, I've been thinking of getting the Master Collection. Should I check it out? Oh my god. 100% check it out. I need to stream it more. Cannot recommend it enough. Got a review code from Koei Tecmo. Imported the physical version because this is the only way to get it physically on Switch and PlayStation. But yeah, 1, 2, and 3 all on here. Can't recommend enough. They're really, really great. I know they're not the best versions of Ninja Gaiden because it is Sigma 2, but Razor's Edge gets a really, really hard rap. 1 and 2 Sigma, like I'm coming from playing them on not PS3 Vita, so like playing this on my PS5 is really, really fun. I just think like that got a really, really hard rap. But hey, that's not Omega Force, but a good question nonetheless. What is your favorite PS4 you own? Oh my god, that's really hard. That's like, no, that's like a Sophie's Choice. I can't think of that off the top of my head. But yeah, so I got this through a friend, found another copy in Springfield, insert whatever state you want to assume that's in. So shout out to my friend Dylan who helped me get this, ship it up to me, and didn't make me have to pay like $90 for this online, which I'm sure is only skyrocketed in price. Next up is everyone's least favorite game, probably. We have Dynasty Warriors 9. Oh, most underrated RPG. You guys gotta stop asking me the hard questions. I feel like every RPG I'm into is really underrated. Oh, y'all are killing me. I'll get back to that. That's a good question, though. Underrated. Almost want to say, like... What happened, basically, low print run, really, really good game, and the anime is ending. So a lot of people are getting hyped about it and want to play games, and that's the only good game of those. So, next up we have Dynasty Warriors 9, otherwise known as the one we all waited a really long time for, and then we're like, oh my god, that's really bad. So, I was super excited to play this, wanted to play with my wife. We both really love Dynasty Warriors. We really love playing these games together. And everything when this game came out just was a slap in the face of like, no co-op, strike one. Doesn't run very well, strike two. And so many clones of everything, and it just had so many issues, and it was just like, why am I going to buy this at $60 day one? So literally, I canceled my pre-order day one when the game came out. I did take this away, though. This is a sweet-ass steelbook, and is the only Dynasty Warriors steelbook. So it's a GameStop exclusive, celebrating the 20 years of Omega Force. Really, really great steelbook for a not awesome game at the time. But Omega Force, man, shout out to them. They, like, have patched the holy hell out of this game. Like, we went from Dynasty Warriors 9 as a hot mess of a game, and now I am looking forward to Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires more than any other game on, I guess, whatever? I don't even like know. But yeah, like, that's seriously like one of my most highly anticipated games this year. So I checked out the demo earlier this year just to be like, okay, they made a demo just to, like, please anybody buy this game. And for getting it for like less than 20 bucks, Dynasty Warriors 9, they added co-op, they added a lot of new features, they added a ton of stuff. There's way too much DLC still. But it's pretty fun. Like, the story mode's nice. It was nice to have... originally, it was nice to have an English dub, but the English dub is somehow worse than the original PlayStation 2 dubs. But this game does do the first thing, I think, in the series of actually having a Chinese dub that's really good. Really, really, really good. Next up, I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, so we'll be done in like 6 hours. This is a weird one. So, Warriors Orochi 4. I loved Warriors Orochi 3. Super late to getting 4, and I picked up Ultimate before I got 4, but because these both got 2 separate physical releases, I have a problem and I had to get this. So, got this, yeah, like a GameStop for like maybe 20 bucks. I got this like the same time I got Dynasty Warriors 9. First off, really like the cover. Pretty simple back. RIP manuals. But really like this cover for this one. This was a lot harder to find than I thought, and copies of Ultimate, for whatever reason, are just flooding Nebraska Furniture Mart. So if you want not this, but the version with all the DLC on the disc, check Nebraska Furniture Mart, I guess, because no one shops there for games. Next up, I think the last game I have a story about, I hope. So here we go. The most expensive Koei Tecmo game probably on PS4. Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle is just Attack on Titan Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3 as DLC, but on the disc of 2. And I guess just sold so bad, made so few, people just took up all the... Because there were moments where this game was like 20 bucks on clearance and no one could buy it for like 6 months. And now no one can buy it for under 100. I just had to bite the bullet. I couldn't find it anywhere locally. I called every store I could across the country and was just like, okay, I'm going to find the cheapest copy I can find new, because every copy used looked like hot garbage, and I picked it up. And I'm glad I did. It was in nice-ish condition. Hilariously, the case I bought it in at the time, everything was perfect. It was sealed, and the top had a chunk missing, and I'd like never seen that before for a sealed game. But really cool. Is the PS Vita worth it? Is it worth it? I have 3 of these things. I'm very biased. I'm very biased. It's very worth it. But hey, check out that cover art, man. Some good cover art. We're 40 minutes into this. Honey, why are you putting up with me this late?
Oh, because I love you.
The delay on that was fantastic. Alright, next up, we have maybe the weirdest one. I said we were done with Dragon Quest. I lied. We're not done with Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Not Builders 1. That was made by Square Enix. Builders 2 was made by Omega Force. And I don't know if it's when you boot up the game, if that's what it says. But, oh my god. Heather, if you're worried about storage, there are, like, third-party methods you can use for if you want to jailbreak your system. Honestly, though, if you're interested enough in the system, do you think it's better just to get Final Battle instead of 2? Oh, 100%, yes. Get Final Battle. It's like, it's all the DLC for Season 3, it's like, it's its own game. So yeah, don't get 2. If you can get Final Battle, just get Final Battle. But yes, Builders 2. Square Enix was not busy or just not confident enough at the time. Do you have Warriors AllStars? If so, oh, thoughts on that. You must have missed it a little earlier. Love it. Wife played the hell out of it. I still love playing it on my Vita. Super awesome game. But yeah, this is so weird. This is an Omega Force game. It's just Builders 2. They didn't make it a Muso. It's just Builders 2, but it's made by Omega Force. And I love that about it. Felt thick, but it's just got a bunch of legalese. So, reversible art, Day 1 edition codes. There's a bajillion copies of this everywhere, but just when you buy your copy, just switch it to the Japanese cover and live your life happy. What happened?
How do you move
Cells up? I will show you in 1 minute. So, we're almost done. I think I may be God. We have Warriors Orochi 4 Ultimate, which I did have to drag my wife and her sister to Nebraska Furniture Mart and look for a single copy for me, but we did find it. What it lacks in any manual or flair, and even having a more boring cover, is it has all of the... oh, what's wrong with the English cover? The English cover is just 3D. I just think Toriyama's art style looks so much better for a cover and just 2D drawn. But yeah, so this is all the DLC from Ultimate, which means new characters, new story, new music, just everything's better. It's not all of the DLC, the costumes you still have to buy. Ultimate is just the Extreme Legends versions, basically. Alright, and our last 2 games. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, another one I picked up recently, but this actually came out in 2020, so that's not that bad. There's still a ton of copies out here. So, published by Bandai Namco. Just gotta say, if you like One Piece and are remotely interested in a Warriors game, just get this. It is everything from Pirate Warriors 1. Don't mean to flip off the camera. I was skipping 2 because 2 is kind of its own story and isn't in this. But it is the entire One Piece story all the way up to halfway to the Wano arc, because the Wano arc wasn't done at the time. I don't even know if it's done now. I'm really behind on One Piece. And yeah, it is just a bajillion One Piece missions all crammed into one thing. This is on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC. Looks great, plays great. Awesome things they did with the music, the visual style. Cannot recommend enough. Pirate Warriors 4, so good. And last but not least, we have not one, not two, probably actually only two. We've got Persona 5 Strikers from Japan and Persona 5, Scramble from Japan, Strikers from America, because I don't know how to talk. Both have same back cover, no, remotely like the same back. They just move Arsene around a little bit. And yeah, reversible cover art, some fancy promo codes. And then America just kind of makes a sad, like, wet fart noise there for it. But hey, that's Atlas 2021, I guess. But yes, I've done so many videos about this, I'm not even going to talk about this. But yes, bought both of these, own both the Steelbooks, have it on Switch as well. But hey, we're not talking about Switch. That's the end of the video. That is like 26, 27, 28, somewhere in the 20s. Not 30s, but really great. One of these days, I should do like a tier ranking of them, but I need to put more time into all of them. I got so sweaty over the last 40 minutes of talking, and I got a water. I got a tall glass of water I didn't even touch once. I was so excited to just stand here in misery and watch our power go out in the hottest room in the house. But that's it, everybody. Thank you all somehow for putting through with all of this. Koei Tecmo, if you ever watch this or promote this, thank you for doing whatever that was. But everybody, if you watch this, thank you for watching this. If you're a fan of a single Warriors game, a single Muso game, or just like me rambling about my collection and dumb stuff like that, let me know what you think. What do I think of the 25th anniversary? I will talk about it more in other videos, but I gotta help my wife with Excel troubles right now. So, we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna say goodnight. We're gonna say hello. I don't know what people are saying. Check out Samurai Warriors 5. There's a free demo on everything. Physical copies exist. Remember, this is the first, only, longest unboxing video for it. Have a good night, everybody. Say goodbye. Let's find out where this receipt I forgot to put away goes. Goodbye, everybody. I will see you all later. Wife, do you want to say bye? They can't see you. Okay. She said bye. I promise. She's real. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I love you. Spencer, nice video. See you. Have a good night. I love you all. Goodbye.